Hi all. Right, welcome back. Fields of Fire, Normandy campaign, mission 1, Trevieres offensive. This is my take 2 part 8. Yeah. And I've just come straight back because I kind of want to get this finished, see if we can get some revenge a bit. So we've moved all our platoons. We've got the CO, XO to activate. Well, you know what? We can take that blue cube off, we can activate him, and we can give him one command. So he's got 4 commands. But yeah, it was the whole thing about doing this mortar fire and that, but we've got a result on that, and we've got something on this now. Oh yeah, I've got a grenade on that worked, and we've got crossfire with heavy weapons on that. So pretty good. Well, can we either move the mortar section or the thing is, the heavy machine gun's attached to the first sergeant, so we kind of want to keep them together, and I want the first sergeant to hopefully get a general initiative and try and put this together. Here's another thought though. The XO could come across here and give that a bash as well, couldn't he? How many steps have we got on this card? 1. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we still have 1 space on it. He's got 4 commands, so he could come across there and try that once. He's only going to get no, he's green, isn't he? Yeah, that's the thing. He's going to get a -1 to the card draws on it, isn't he? What is it? Attempt to reconstitute a squad. Yeah, because he's green. He's going to get a minus. Yeah. So he gets a -1, so we're looking for a rally on a 1 card draw, whereas the first sergeant gets 3 card draws. That's still no guarantee, but might be worth a bash though. But while we're across there, we could order the mortar section somewhere else, just rather than waste the ammunition. You know, I could move I could move him across into the church here. Actually, he has a radio as well, so it's not that bad a thing, him not being beside the 3rd Platoon HQ, because it can communicate with him. Yeah, okay, that sold it, I think. So I'm going to spend 1 XO command to move across here. And become exposed. We'll just use a separate marker. And then I'm going to use his 2nd command. I don't have to watch. I'm knocking these counters on. I'm leaning on them and they're sticking to my arm and they're dropping on the floor. The counters at the side here. Move them out of the way a bit. So use the 2nd command to attempt to reconstitute the squad. Well, I've looked at this already. I'm not going to go back and look at it. So it's a 2 card draw. However, it is modified by experience. He is green. He is green, isn't he? Yeah, he is. It's just the first sergeant, Grant. Yeah. So it's a 1 card draw to try and reconstitute this squad. So, it's just a 1 card draw. So just look at it. Am I looking for a rally? Okay. Way, look at that. Okay, we don't need you, first sergeant. Well, he could maybe move away. Yeah, but the whole point was the first sergeant's got, the heavy machine gun has got 6 ammo. And the mortar team's spent 2 of its 4 ammo. It's only got 2 rounds left. So that was kind of like what I was thinking. Anyway, we're going to take this assault team away, and this fire team away. And we're going to bring back 1-3 platoon on its 3-step side, reconstituted. And it is line quality as well. So I don't need to adjust the thing. I would have had to make a mark on the thing if we brought him back green. He's brought back line quality, so all good there. So that worked. So he's still got 2 commands left, the XO. Do I still want to order that mortar section just away? Would it fire it in if it was on there? Yeah, it would. It would fire up there, wouldn't it? Because it's an H as well, so it can overhead fire these guys. And if I put it on there, it would fire up there, I think. Oh, there's no real. Well, you could. There's kind of nowhere to go, isn't there? Alright, think about it. I forgot when it moves, it becomes exposed. And then it doesn't fire. That's the one. Yeah, just that last minute, I was like, oh, well, I'll just leave it where it is. And then I thought, no, Grant, it's exposed, it won't fire. So it won't fire this turn and it will save the ammunition. So, is there a better place to put it? No, I think I'm... Yeah, I think I'm going to put it on the church space. So I'm going to give the the XO is going to spend 1 command to order the mortar section into the church and exposed. So he now stops firing. The thing is, well, hold on here. If this unit's still here, he will open up fire on that again. Well, we'll worry about that when it comes. So I'm going to save that last point in the XOs. So he's got 1 command saved. We're now moving into general initiative. Yeah, well, I don't need all this now. Wouldn't mind cover for that guy, maybe. Yeah, I was going to say, no, I can't move that up, though, because he's a fire team. Right, let's see what we get, anyway. So, general initiative, unmodified small number, is just a 1. Right, so, I think we... Yeah, because this is undercover, and you got exposed, but... We fired a grenade, that worked. Yeah, I think I'm going to search for seek cover here. It's a 4-card draw, he's wine quality. So we're getting 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we get. Rally, cover, there we go. Okay, good. So we get basic +1 cover on the 3-2 platoon there, and the hedgerow bocage on the hill. And we've got that pinned unit outside, but... Okay, so that's all our stuff done. Well, yeah, that is. So sequence of play, so enemy higher HQ event segment. Here we go. See if they get anything. They do not. So moving on. Enemy activities check segment. Okay. Enemies firing at cards without valid target shift ceasefire. Well, no, they're all quite comfortable. Now, did anything change? Don't think so. It can get a bit, when with the cards, you've got to look at them individually. Like, none of that can't fire anywhere, can it? Well, we've talked about this. While there's friendlies there, it can't fire on that, even though it can see that card. So, no. This situation here is the same regarding this card because his friendly's here, but we are firing with heavy weapons from the tripod machine gun, which can overhead fire that, so that works. The artillery's calling fire on that, but there's no PDFs. This would fire on that, but it's exposed. We're trading fire there, that works. This is just a Paraguay's team, so it's not doing nothing, it's in a bit of bother. And then this, we managed to get small arms fire across that, and then we launched a grenade from the bazooka as well. So I'll track all that and ammo, so that's to be tracked. The fire mission for the artillery is to be tracked. Yeah, I think we're all good. So, enemy activity. Right, and this is where things could change about, because they might do something odd. Right, we've got one here, light machine gun team. He's pinned though, so he's going to follow the pinned lat activity chart. This is an 88mm undercover, and this is now spotted as well. Remember, that's a light machine gun team as well. Again, my grenade on him, he's going to move away. Well, this time if he falls back, he goes away, so at least we get rid of him. So that's the 3 enemies. I think that's them all, isn't it? So we've got to randomise 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we randomise the cards first. And then we randomise between 3.4.2. I just want to see that. You randomise to get the card first, and then within that you pick lats and pin before normal ones, I think. Yeah, does it tell us? It doesn't really tell us on there. 3.4.2. Check every enemy on the unit on the map for activity, except those affected by 3.41. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's if new units are placed on the map from an event. Determine card order randomly. On each card, check the units based on the enemy activity. Check hierarchy tables. Does it tell us on this? Yeah, it will do. So, yeah. I'm sure it tells us in here. On each card, check, I'm reading up here. On each card, check lat pinned units first, then good order units, and finally leaders. Yeah, okay, we don't need to read anymore. So we randomise to get the card first. So it's 1, 2, 3. So on a D3, we get 3. Yeah. So that's this guy here on the grenade. He's good order, undercover, trade and fire if you like, just to try and get some idea of what he's doing. So enemy defensive activity, check hierarchy. Okay, so what we got, and remember we're looking on the deliberate column. On same card as the opposing unit? No. On same card? No. Does he have A with it? He's automatic weapons, but he doesn't have the tripod, the sort of arrow thing. So no. Not under fire. Well, he is under fire, so no. Not under fire, no. He's under fire but not under cover, no. He's under fire from a different direction to its own PDF, no. He's under fire. They're trading fire over the same PDF. So no. No. So it's sorry. I'm not showing you down the bottom. Sorry, I zoomed in and then just got carried away. Where did we get down? He's not under fire, because he is under fire but not undercover. No, he is undercover, so not that one. Under fire from a different direction to its own PDF. No, he's under fire from the same direction as PDF. So that's a no. That's a no. So he's trading fire. An NCM of units VOF is better, lower than the opposing units, or he's trading fire. An NCM of units VOF is equal to or worse higher than the best opposing units. Right, so just to look, this is it here. And like I say, he's trading fire down his own PDF. He is firing at us with automatic weapons. Now, this grenade doesn't come into that, surely. This is just the VOF. I don't think. I would, if I was to say, I would feel like it's not including the grenade here. So I think he's trading fire, and the NCM of the unit's VOF is better, which is lower than our one. It's lower, it's -1, we are 0. So it's actually trading fire and NCM of units VOF is better, lower than best opposing units. And then he's going to have two options: no action or grenade attack or concentrate fire. Well, you can't grenade attack, so it's going to be no action or concentrate fire. And it would be on that cover marker, which is not good. Is it on the cover? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I think it does. So that means it's an extra -1, everybody under that. It doesn't do the... It's not indirect. It's not like the one... It's not a grenade, so... if we were considering the grenade right here, it would be the other one. Well, actually, you know what? It'd be the same anyway. Well, the odds would be slightly... There'd be a flip of a coin. What I mean is, if it's this one, a 1 out of a D3 is no action, and a 2 and a 3 out of a D3 is a grenade attack. Well, concentrate fire. If it was this one, a 1 would be a no action out of 2, or a 2 would be a grenade attack, because 3, that one doesn't apply. Fallback doesn't apply to that, which is a pity. I'd be happy with them falling back. I just don't think the grenade attack... Well, hang on. It does say trading fire and NCM, the net combat modifier of the unit's VOF. Damn. I just want to get this bit finished tonight. I don't want to go and have to ask questions. The ink Shonai is still there at this time of night. That's not that late, actually. I mean, you've got to think that the NCM of our unit's VOF is better, isn't it? I feel like I want to go and ask this, but where do you... Well, I'm sure I could go and ask a question just now, and I could probably carry on by blagging my way through, draw the card and then see what it is, and I might get lucky and it might be the same result. So let me go and do that then, okay. Right, I'm back, and I started asking my question, and I felt, again, like I did last night, well, that it didn't need to be asked, because trading fire, and NCM stands for net combat modifier. So the net combat modifier of the unit's VOF is better, lower than the best opposing units. So it's whatever. It doesn't matter what's firing at. You look at the card and you compare the two numbers. So it's basically asking, if we go into the combat segment right now, what is that? Combat effects segment, what's going to happen? Well, we're going to get a -4, right? Well, hang on though. That takes net combat modifier takes into account terrain as well, does it not? Right, hang on a second. Let's just see. maybe get in the index, net combat modifier. Does that not also calculate there's nothing there, right? Hang on till I find something. Yeah, well, I think this bit's good enough. Yeah, because I remember this. So it's asking for the NCM. So it's saying trading fire, and the NCM of the units at VOF is better than the opposing units. I would never have considered this. Right, hang on. The NCM is the best, lowest VOF. And it has a grenade in there. Yeah, it has them all affecting that unit. And then we've got plus. See, these aren't included then, I don't think. And then we've not. And then illumination, and then pinned, exposed, terrain cover, and cover marker. They're all additions. That's not part of the NCM, is it? The NCM is the best, lowest VOF. Whether it's any one of them. It could be incoming, it could be grenades, it could be airstrike, automatic weapons, heavy weapons. That's the number we're looking for. We're not considering terrain or anything else. No. Yeah. No. Or are we? Oh, no. Yeah, because it's that, plus that, plus that, plus that. During the combat effect segment, calculating the net combat modifier. No, it is. It is, Grant. It's taking everything into account. Yeah, I mean, I still feel like kind of asking the question because I never looked at this way before. In fact, I may have even blundered with this already. It says there, NCM equals that plus that plus that plus that. And it says, in most cases, not all the above factors are present, and it's fairly easy to group units on a card by status, pinned, undercover, etc. NCM will be the same for units of the same status. The minimum NCM is -4 and the maximum is +6. Yeah, I think we have to take everything into consideration. So if it was crossfire, concentrated fire, visibility things, we're not dealing with that. But then you've got pinned, exposed. Yeah. I would never have thought this. I don't think I've ever played it that way whenever I've read that trade and fire. But that is the NCM. I mean, it stands for net combat modifier. It's like everything all worked out in a sum, isn't it? So, okay. Right, well, I'm just wondering if I've already blundered with that. Trading fire. Have we traded fire on this? Maybe not. Maybe in the previous playthrough. Nobody's commented on anything about it though, which kind of makes me worried. So, okay, well, look at him then. He's a +1, +2, he's +3, and we're hitting him with -4. So the net combat modifier on him is a -1, right? The net combat modifier on us, on our the best opposing units. So is it better, is it lower than the best opposing units, or is it equal to or worse than, sorry, is it higher than the best opposing units? Well, the best opposing unit here is +2, +3, plus 3 minus 1 is plus 2. The best is plus 2. The exposed unit is getting a 0. Oh no, I'm struggling with this. So it's minus 1 there, and it's plus 2 there, so it's worse then, isn't it? Yeah, because the unit's VOF is plus 2. Is that right? 3. Yeah, plus 2. And our best VOF is plus 2 against our best. It is 0 against our worst. I'm assuming it means that way. And we are minus 1 against him. Because of the grenade. So I think he is trading fire, and the NCM of his unit is worse, higher than the best opposing units. I think that's right. I'm going to go with that one. But I'm worried there because I've never really considered it as deeply as that. I looked at the VOF in the car and said, right, he's fine. In fact, did I not just do that recently? He's firing at us with a minus 1. We're firing at him with a plus 0. So he's got the better VOF. My worry there was, does the grenade come into it? And that's when it opened the can of worms, and I thought, oh my God, it takes more into account. But I mean, that does say what NCM means. Yeah. No, I'm going to stick with this. I think that's right. I think what's scaring me is I've definitely made mistakes with this. Did we not have trading fire already in this scenario? I think we did. Well, we did have one that was on the same card. If it was on the same card, I might have got away with it because the cover would have been the same, etc. Trading fire and net combat modifier of units VOF, which, like we've just looked up, it takes into account the formula is net combat modifier equals the best lowest VOF something's maybe trying to tell me that it maybe is just the VOF, but why does it say net combat modifier though, Grant? Why would it do that? Just looking at the old play rate, I think the wording's probably the same. Yeah, it is. I think what's bothering me is I think I've always played that wrong. Well, you know what? If it is meant to be just no, it can't be, Grant. It must be. Wait. Right, no, I'm sticking by this, but the bit that's bothering me most, like I say, is because I don't think I've done this right whenever I've done it, and that's what bothers me. But the way it's written there, that's how you do it. So I think that's why I'm just going to do it, because if somebody tells me it's different, then I think the wording on it isn't right. So that must be, Trading fire and net combat modifier of units FOF is equal to or worse than the best opposing units. Net combat modifier. It's not saying that at the end, but that's what it's meaning. Okay, I'm going to do it, but please, if I do have this wrong, I don't like to get... I made enough mistakes before, that's the thing. But I feel like if this is a mistake, I'm not sure that I'm reading it wrong. You know, I'm reading it correctly, so... Right, so they are higher than our best. They are higher than our best. I mean, I suppose you could probably say that it's still, if we are just counting the numbers, if we are just counting the grenades and the -1, then obviously they are higher than that. But I'd like to know if I'm getting that. I'm adding up the cover marker, the exposed unit here, although we're looking for the best unit. So my guess is we're not looking at the exposed unit, we're looking at one of the other two, because that's not as good as them. Yeah, it's net combat modifier. It's like when you draw the card to see if any of these guys are hit, it's the number you're looking at for on the card, Grant. And the best for us is 2 + 1, 3, -1 is 2, it's +2. And for him, it's 2 + 1 is 3, -4 is -1. Yeah, okay, I'm done with it. Sorry, I know I'm... Right, so what's he going to do then? So it's the bottom one. So we're rolling a D2, and if it's a 1, it's no action. If it's a 2, he's going to concentrate fire. Okay. And we draw, right, a D2, it's a 2. Right, so he's going to concentrate fire. Great. Yeah, no action would have been better. Right, so concentrate fire for him. Oh, this is an attempt, though. Now, what do they target? Well, can we draw it first? Can we just draw it to see if they... Because they might fail. Because we've got 3 units... Well, I think it targets the cover marker. I want to say it does. But, you know, we'll draw the cards for it. So it's... Concentrate fire. Well, we need to go to the actions part, isn't it? They just draw... Is it 2 cards? It's a combat action. I know these are for us, but I think it's the same, innit? Concentrate fire. It's 2 plus or minus the... And they're all line quality. So it's just a 2-card draw. I just feel like this should be in the enemy part, shouldn't it? It's not any different though, is it? Enemy behaviour. I'm getting myself tied up here. Yeah, Rule 6. Rule 6 is all about combat. 4 and about actions, that's about how we deal with things. Concentrate fire affects 1 random individual unit out of cover or a stack of units under a cover marker. So place a concentrate fire on a unit or group of units under a single cover marker. The result is successful. Well, Well, they're all under the cover marker. But the enemy, if there was one outside the cover marker, how does the enemy decide that? That's what we need to know. That must be somewhere. Right, it's getting too late at night to try and find that. I can't find it. But, I mean, if we did have 2 of these units under the cover marker and 1 outside that, the enemy's got to have some way of deciding which it targets. And it's got to be there somewhere, but so if I don't find it, somebody wants to point me towards it. But at the moment, everything's fine. They're all under that cover marker, so we're going to, and we might not draw it. So they're going to draw 2 cards, looking for the crosshairs. So here we go. No, good. Right, so it's not happening anyway. So they miss with a concentrate fire after all that. That was painful, sorry. it's too late. I'm just trying to take too much on, I think. I should have just stopped with that last part, I think. I just wanted to try and see this out. Okay. So that's that enemy activity check. Took for ages. Okay. So we've got 2 more. So he's done. Yeah, I remember I was marking these before. I mean, there's only 3 of them. We should be okay. So we've got 1, 2, random D2. We get a 2. So it's this guy under trenches. AA under trenches. He's not trading fire. He's got a pending fire mission on him. So I don't know how. I mean, it counts as a VOF, but okay, let's go and look. I get the feeling this might cause trouble as well. So deliberate again. On same cards, opposing unit. No. What is he? He's an H. He's just an H. Well, that's for an H though. H with an ammo marker. No. Not under fire and no line of sight to an opposing unit. That's not the case, but not under fire but has a valid target along a PDF. He's got a pending fire mission on him, which kind of makes me feel like he's under fire, but I'm still not that sure. What are the next options then? Oops. Right, that's me went and stopped the recording again, but you're probably sick of hearing that from me. So if it wasn't that one, it's under fire but not under fire from a different direction. See, that's not the case, because it's a pending fire mission, so he can't shift to the direction of that. So that's what makes me think that it's not, that it could be that one, that he's not under fire but has a valid target, because he can't do that. He could do that though. And he's not trading fire, in my opinion. I don't know how the pending fire marker comes into this one, actually. I want to say that there's no trading on fire, because I can't look. I mean, it could be this one, or it could just be as simple as not under fire but as a valid target along a PDF, which is he would just automatically concentrate fire. Okay. Or it could be this one, because he's an HVOF that is open fire, plays the PDF, well, he's going to auto attempt concentrate fire as well. So I'll leave that one there with you as well. I'm pretty sure the action is going to be concentrate fire. But is the unit not under fire, or is the unit, or do we have to come down to this one, which is an HVOF that is open fire? I don't know if his class is not under fire or not. It's an automatic attempt to concentrate fire anyway. So having a look there again, we're talking about this unit onto this. He's got a pending fire mission. Is he considered under fire here? If he is, it's going to be the A or H VOF unit that is open fire. But if he's considered not under fire, because that is a pending fire mission, so we know it's coming, but maybe he doesn't know it's coming, you know? So it could be that it's not under fire, but he has a valid target along a PDF. Anyway, the results are the same. It is a attempt to concentrate fire on this paralyzed team. A paralyzed team is still a target, isn't it? Yeah, it's only if it's a casualty, isn't it? Yeah, it's a non-casualty unit, so it can still take a hit. Right. So attempt to concentrate fire is a 2-card draw. Yeah, okay. So 2 cards. I need to get out of here. I'm struggling now. I'm just trying to finish this turn off. So 2-card draw. Looking for crosshairs. Let's reshuffle. One more. No. Right. Okay, so I'm going to reshuffle the deck. And again, that's no action from him as well then. Right, okay, let's try and push on and finish it then. So the last one is a pinned unit, so he's going to use the pinned activity check hierarchy. So starting up top, and he's not got a leader, so we're going down that column. Is he pinned on the same card as the opposing unit? No. Is he pinned not under cover? He is actually. Yeah, because he moved away and left his pin marker behind. So he's pinned not under cover. Yeah, that's the first one we come to. That's fine. So I'm going to roll a d5 or draw a d5. And we get a 1. Which says pin not under cover. No action. 1 to 2, pin not under cover is no action. Okay, that's straightforward then. Right, we can get rid of that. Right, that's all the activity check then. Right, so we move on. Now, did anything change there? No, because I don't think he attempted to concentrate fire, he done nothing. So everything should be up to date, I think. Yeah, I think so. Right, so mutual capture and retreat. There's nothing to capture, there's nothing to retreat. Well, hold on, stop a minute. Retreat segment. Let's just look at that one. Yeah, just kind of almost jump by that because we've never had to do it before, but the mutual capture and retreat phase, so capture segment, capture any paralyzed or litter team alone a card with unpinned infantry units with a VOF rating from the opposing side. Well, we've got a couple of paralyzed teams, but there's no enemies on the card with them, right? So we're not going to be able to do any of that, and then the casualties, but whatever, there's none of that. Well, we have a casualty too, but they don't capture our casualties anyway. But the retreat segment, there's no CS gas. Retreat any unpinned paralyzed team under VOF marker 1 card. Right, okay. So we've got 2 paralyzed teams, but they're both pinned. So if they've been unpinned under a VOF, yeah, they would retreat with that priority. And then retreat any unpinned litter team plus a casualty under VOF marker 1 card. Right, so yeah, no, it's not, they need to be unpinned. So moving on. AT combat vehicle, none of that. Fire mission update segment. Remove existing incoming and flip pending fire markers. So we do flip this pending fire mission to an incoming on this card. Now, I forgot about that, but I just remembered right now. Potential contact would be next. Well, no, because you need to react to this right away, Grant. So what this means is nothing can fire through this. There's no line of sight through this card, but there's also no line of sight out of this card. So this heavy weapons unit can't fire out, and that drops off, and that's good. And that's the big thing about doing that. So it's something else to think about. Do that, and it stops them from firing out of the card. Yeah, that's right. It stops. His VOF drops off because he can't fire out of this card. He's not got line of sight out of the card. Doesn't matter he's elevated or not, that this covers the whole card, can't fire out of it. And the -3 comes off him. So that's good, yeah. Potential contact evaluation segment, there's none of that. This is the only one on this row, but we've not moved on to it, and there's none that we've moved on to up there. So there's none of that. Pinned recovery, remove pin markers from any vehicle infantry units that are not under a VOF. Ha! Right, well, this is now not under VOF, so that's going to come off. This is under VOF, and this is under a VOF. And there's no more pin units, so there you have it. Okay, now combat effects, right. Not going to go through it all again. I'm going to do our ones first, and we're going to see what's what. So that's one of theirs, that's one of theirs, that's one of theirs. This is ours. Let's deal with it, because I need to go to my bed now. So it's +2, it's coming from across, oops. It's all pinned fire, coming from across the green border, so I'm getting the +2 there. So I'm +2, sorry, I've got 2 units here, haven't I? Let's deal with the paralysed team first. He's +2, +3 because he's pinned, it's +5 because the fire is +2. So it's a +5 for the pinned unit. We get a pin result, how about that? +5 is a pinned result. So he's already pinned, so he stays pinned. Yeah, okay. Well, I kind of want the better result in this guy anyway. So he's +2, +4, +5 as well. Ah, he's +5 as well, because he's undercover. So draw for him. Right, that's a miss. Okay, so good. So that's that card. This card is now not under fire, so we're not checking there. However, this card is. So we'll deal with, right, let's get the bad bit out of the way, will we? They're all undercover, the platoon HQ is exposed, so it's +2, +3 because he's undercover, -2 because he's exposed, that's +1, and then -1 for the automatic weapons, so he's at a 0. That's not good, that's not good. We're looking for a pin result here, I think. Right, and a 0. Yeah, here we go. That's a hat. It's a hat. It's a hat. Two, 3, 1. Yeah, well, you asked for it, didn't you? Right, so it's a hat, and he is green. So what do we get? Green. Sorry, maybe you can't see it. I'm just cringing. The casualty. So we've just lost an HQ, a platoon HQ. Just like that. So that's a casualty. That comes off now as well. I don't have a casualty line there. So that's a casualty. There's no point putting undercover. And our first platoon HQ is now off the map. So we need to try and put that back together now somehow. Oh, jings. Okay. Right, let's deal with the other 2 then. So the bazooka is +2, +3. He's a +2, and so is the assault team. So +2 for the bazooka. +2 is a pin. And I'll get that in a minute. And +2 for the assault team is a miss. Right, that's kind of awkward. No, I can do it. We can put a pin marker on top of that. Assault team's okay, undercover. They're both undercover. That's that. Right, over to them then. Right, we need to hope for something happening here. So let's start with this guy who's pinned. He's on a +2 cover, +1 pin. So he's +3, -3. So he's a -1. So a -1 for him. And it's a pin again. Come on. Give me a break. I can't get rid of that guy. Right, so he stays pinned yet again. Over here, the incoming, it's a -5, isn't it? So a +1 for the card. Oh, hold on. We're getting an extra -1 there for that as well, because it's incoming. So that cancels that out. We're getting a -5. Oh, he's in trenches. So +2 and a -5. That's a -3. So a -3 is just a pin. Right, okay. So he's pinned under. I don't know if it's better putting the pin down there below the trenches or not. Maybe, that's the way I've always done it, but okay. Right, try again. So this guy is grenade, that doesn't count. So it's a +2 and he's +1 foxhole. So +3, -4 for the grenade as, so it's a -1. Yeah, -1. Well, that's a pin as well. Just short of a hit, but not getting the breaks at all. So he's pinned as well. And that was kind of devastating, I think. Right, that's all the fire. Update ammo levels. Right, I'll do that quickly. Try to rush things now. Right, 1 LMG is that guy. So he fired again. He's got 2 ammo left. The 88mm is that guy. He didn't fire. No, because we put the incoming on him. So he didn't fire. Second LMG is that guy. He fired 1. He's down to 4. And then over to us. Well, first of all, our artillery called in fire, so that's 1 fire mission used. We've got 3 left. Our mortar did not fire. Sorry, I'll zoom out. Grant, zoom out. So our artillery fired, so we've got 3 missions left. Our mortar did not fire because he's exposed. We fired a grenade with... which one is it? 1. It's the first bazooka. We fired a grenade with. So first weapon's bazooka. So he's got 2 more ammunition there. None of the other bazookas fired. The 50 cal fired. Yeah, so he spent 1. And then the light machine guns. Not sure they did. This one did not. This one, no, they didn't. They didn't fire. So that's us up to date. And then just finishing things off. Clean up phase. Remove pyrotechnic, smoke, exposed, grenade miss. Got a grenade there. Oops. That's not under plexi, that one, Grant. Right, I'll get the exposed markers off. Evacuate casualties, firing cards without valid targets. I'll look at that and then we'll adjust VOFs, PDFs. Right, I think they're still okay firing. That's still a valid target. Yeah, that's still a valid target. That can't fire because the incoming's still there. These are still trading fire. We're still firing with that. I want to say that this mortar section is now able to fire on this. So although there's an incoming in there, we've also got a heavy weapons fire from that. It should have a PDF though as well, shouldn't it? So like that. Yeah. And the heavy machine gun still firing down there. They're still trading fire. Heavy weapons, crossfire, yeah. Heavy weapons, the incoming marker stays there, yes. Small arms, hang on. No, stop, Grant, because that's pinned. and the assault team can't fire. So that is now all pinned fire for us. And they're still firing back with... No. It's the same. They're pinned as well, Grant. Yeah. So they're firing with all pinned as well. There. And then that guy's pinned. That guy's pinned. He's not firing though, anyway. Right, I think that's it. That didn't go well. Yeah, we're kind of struggling here. We got nothing. We moved nothing. We pinned some stuff. Jeez. And we lost an HQ. I've went from one extreme to another, I think. The first playthrough was a breeze, and this is like, I'm struggling here. Okay. Well, I think I've adjusted everything. Activity levels, I think, still engaged. We've not moved on to a card. Maybe that's what we need to do next time. We need to get in there now, I think. Because if you move on to the card, then they will switch their fire to you rather than what they're firing at. So, and then it also brings on heavily engaged, which might allow us to move in and, I don't know, go for this and possibly one of the Bs. I mean, we've still got 5 turns, yes, but just we're struggling a little. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, I better get away for now. That's getting far too late than I'd planned, but I just got carried away there. I was hoping for a nice finish, but it didn't happen. So we move on, we move the marker on to turn 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 turns to go. And not a great amount of progress, so however, we will persevere. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Cheers.